Buenos dias. Good morning, everybody. This is Yoga con Lola. Welcome to our first 50-minute Hatha Yoga class. We're going to start off in a seated position. So make sure you are in a posture that is comfortable to hold for a few minutes as we practice our pranayama. Pranayama, I like to call it yoga for the lungs. It helps prepare our lungs so we could breathe with ease through our practice. I'm going to be sitting up on a block today, or maybe 2 blocks. Make sure you have 2 blocks and maybe a strap nearby in case we're going to use those to assist us in our postures. Okay, today's pranayama practice will be Anuloma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing. So I'm going to have you begin by bringing your right hand up, palm facing forward. Take your pointer finger and your middle finger and press it down towards the palm. Okay? With your thumb pad, you're going to close off the right nostril and exhale all the air out through your left nostril. Make sure you're sitting up straight, your shoulders are relaxed, and your eyes can be focused on the ground or even closed. After you exhale out all the air, you're going to inhale through your left nostril. Take your middle finger or ring finger and close that side off, opening the right nostril once again, exhaling out, inhaling, close, and repeat. You're going to be moving side to side, taking your time, trying to neutralize the inhale and the exhale. So by neutralize, I mean the time it takes for you to breathe in matches the time it takes for you to breathe out. Every so often, one nostril might be being breathed in and out of more than the other side. So this practice helps us neutralize that as well. So that way, as we're practicing our yoga, we're pulling equal amounts of air in through both nostrils, filling up our lungs, and exhaling, breathing out all the carbon dioxide. Let's try it for a few more cycles on each side. Keep going. I just want to share a little background on the Anuloma Viloma deep breath breathing technique, or alternate nostril breathing technique, is that it's also shown to help elevate your mood in times where you might be feeling sleepy, and it's also shown to relax your mood in times that you might be feeling anxious. So how do you do that? You can practice closing off your right nostril when you're feeling anxious or overly excited, and breathing only in and out through the left nostril for a few minutes. It might be good to try this if you're having trouble falling asleep. And then, if you find yourself kind of sleepy and tired and you're wanting more energy, say before you go out with some friends for a late dinner, or you're just having trouble waking up in the morning, go ahead, try closing off your left nostril and breathing in and out only through the right side of your nose for a few minutes. I actually shared this technique with my husband who works night shifts, and he said it definitely helped him stay alert when he needed to. that's a breathing technique you can use outside of your yoga practice as well. We're going to do one more breathing exercise known as breath retention, where we're going to be breathing in quite a lot of air on our inhale, holding it within our body, retaining it, and coming into this stillness, also known as a stamba, and relaxing our body into that stillness, listening into what's going on as you hold your breath in. And then after about 10 seconds, we're going to exhale out that breath, and we'll practice it for three cycles. So make sure you're in your comfortable seated posture. Exhale out all your air to begin. And then inhale through the nose. Let the belly expand to its fullness. Chest rises. And then pause with the air within. You can close your eyes. If you need to exhale out sooner, please do. And begin to exhale out. Squeezing the navel in slightly to really press out any carbon dioxide that might be residing. And let's try it again. Inhale. Feeling that fresh, cool air into your lungs, through the nose. And pause when you've filled up completely. Just notice what's arising in your body. Is it a sense of fullness? Maybe a sense of calmness? So this breathing technique should help you calm your nervous system. If you feel like it's doing the opposite, then just return to your normal breathing rhythm. And we'll begin to exhale all our air out. One more cycle to go. Begin to inhale, fill up your lungs. Pause at the top, relax your body. And then when you release, when you're ready. Muy bien. We're going to begin to incorporate some movement now. So let's move into a tabletop position, being on your hands and your knees, taking away any blocks or props that you might have been using in your seated posture. Make sure that your knees are aligned with your hips. And you can also make a fist position with your hands if your wrists are slightly tender this morning. Good. As you inhale, let the belly fill up with air. Drop the belly down. Shoulders are coming together. And then exhale, round the spine. Tuck your chin into your chest. Tuck your tailbone in. Head down. And begin to move with your breath. Inhale. And exhale. We're just starting to wake up our spine this morning. Loosening, stretching, and compressing the muscles in the back. As you breathe in, let the belly fill up and drop down. And as you exhale, pull the navel in towards the spine. 2 more rounds. I can hear the ocean from my mat. It's such a beautiful sound to practice alongside yoga. We're going to neutralize the spine, making it more flat. We're going to add some arm circles. So let's start by kind of shifting our weight into that left hand or wrist, extending the right arm forward as we breathe in, twisting the torso gently open towards the right side. and circle the arm back. Good. Set the right arm down. Shift your weight over. Inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, round that left arm back. And then set it down. Good. You continue going over to the right arm. And then circle the left. And just let your breath be your guide this morning. You can also bring your hand to your shoulder and lead the circle with the elbow if your shoulder feels a little restricted. Good. One more time each side. And then we're going to go the other way. So take your right arm back and then round it forward. Good. One more on our right side. And one more on our left side. Excellent. Good. So really ground your hands down. We're going to repeat that now in our legs. So bring your weight slightly over to the right leg. Inhale, you're going to extend the left knee out to the side, back, and down. And then smooth that out, making more of a circular motion. Taking the knee to the side, back, and down. Good. Two more. Last one. And then release your knee down. Okay, shift your weight over. And then start to inhale. Open the knee, right knee out to the right. Bring it back and down. Inhale as you open. Exhale, release. Starting to wake up our lower back, our hip joint. Starting to activate our glute muscles to keep our core nice and centered. Let's breathe in, lift the leg out to the side, back, and down. Good. Now we're going to reverse that, starting on the left leg. Inhale as you lift the knee back. Bring the knee forward towards your left elbow and then round it down. Two more. And then go ahead, release your left knee down. Take a moment. Start to extend your right knee back. Bring the knee close to the right elbow and circle it down. Two more times. Good. Go ahead, set your right knee down, spread the knees a little bit wider. Bring your big toes to touch, sit your hips towards your heels, coming into Balasana, Child's Pose. Extend your arms forward, bring your forehead down to the ground. On your Child's Pose, I want you to focus your energy on your shoulders and round them down towards the mat. So the shoulder motion mimics like how your shoulders round into a hug when you're hugging somebody. Round your shoulders towards the ground. Keep breathing here, letting yourself just kind of melt down into that earth energy. Two more deep breaths. Good, let's inhale, lift back up into our tabletop. We're gonna bring our knees back under our hips and then slide your right foot forward, coming into low lunge. So make sure that your right knee and ankle are aligned. Bring your hands up to your right thigh. Relax your shoulders. Press your chest away from that right thigh muscle. And we're going to increase the stretch here in our left hip flexor. So this morning I'm embodying my lioness hair. Just being nice, natural and wild. How are you embodying your natural wild essence this morning? Take a couple more deep breaths here. And if your hips are dipping forward towards the mat, we're going to pull them back, bring your navel in, and we're going to switch legs. So take your time, pull that right knee back, set it down on the ground, and then step your left foot forward, left knee and ankle aligned, hands on your left thigh, pressing yourself away from your thigh muscle, extending your spine long, shoulders relaxed down. Take 5 deep breaths. So if this feels unstabilizing for you, you feel like you're you're tottering, you can tuck your back toes. That might be helpful, or you can widen the base. So sending your left toes and heels out towards the side a little bit more, and that widens the base, and that can help also for balance. Good. 2 more deep breaths. And then we'll pull the navel in, hips, shoulders aligned, and then bring that left knee down onto the ground. Let's bring our hands back down to the ground, walk them forward, tuck your back toes, lift your hips, lower your head, downward facing dog. Stay here for about 5 deep breaths. If you'd like to walk your dog this morning, please do. Again, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Press the hips towards the wall behind you and look up towards your belly button. Spread your fingers wide. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then go ahead, walk your feet forward into your body fold. So your knees could be slightly bent in your first body fold, but what I want you to do is bring your weight into the front part of your feet slightly. Bring your belly button closer to those thighs, the top of the thighs. Maybe bring your arms down your legs or onto opposite elbows to help your spine elongate towards the ground, crown of the head facing down. Two more deep breaths. Then we're going to come up with strength. So pull the navel in, open the arms wide, lift your spine up. Nice long flat back. Look up towards the ceiling, raise your arms overhead, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, slide your arms down or open your arms down towards the sides of your bodies, palms facing in. Good. So now we're going to go through a sun salutation where we're going to be holding our runner's lunge. So you might want to move your blocks towards those front corners of your mat. We're also going to be practicing Chattarungha. So you always have the option to do a modified Chattarungha by bringing your knees down to the ground before lowering your chest between your arms. When you're lowering your chest between your arms, make sure your elbows are tucked in by the sides of your body rather than being really wide, okay? So I'll walk towards the front of our mat, have your feet hip distance apart. Take a deep breath in, arriving in Tadasana mountain pose. As you breathe in, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lifted spine. Exhale, let's bring our hands down and step our left foot back. You might have to slide your right foot further forward. Good, so runner's lunge. We have our knee and our ankle aligned. We're pressing our left heel back. Nice long left leg. Relax your shoulders down. Good, you're looking forward. I want you to think about a long spine rather than a rounded spine. Inhale, look forward. Press down through this right foot, nice strong foot. Good, 2 more deep breaths. And then we'll begin to lift the hips up, slide your right foot back. This is where you do the modified Chattarungha if you need to. Take a deep breath in and then lower your heart between your hands. Good. Lift your heart. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now in our downward facing dog, ground your left foot down. Inhale, extend your right leg back, 3-legged dog. Hold your 3-legged dog or bend your right knee. Open your right hip to the right side of the room and breathe here. Keep your shoulders square to the floor. Extend through your arms. And then begin to extend the right leg long if it's bent. Good. And set the right foot down on the ground. We're going to practice hopping towards our hands. So you're going to bend both knees. You're going to squeeze your glutes and look forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, hop baby. Once, twice, and come to seated posture. Okay, we're going to extend our right leg out to the side and our left foot is bent or tucked in towards our pelvis. Okay, we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to practice a side bend. So take a deep breath in. Bring your right hand towards your left leg. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale as you reach towards those right toes. Okay, keep your chest facing forward rather than down. And we're feeling the stretch run up the left side body. Let's inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower your left arm down, nice and slow. All right, so now we're going to come into a twist, but we're going to bring our legs into somewhat of a 90-degree angle. So our left foot kind of slides forward, then our right foot's going to come back towards our right hip. And you can bring the left foot on top of the upper lower thigh, so lower thigh, upper knee crease. Okay, our right sit bone's lifted off the ground, that's okay. We're going to inhale, lift our arms up, exhale, twist to the left side. Good, bring your right hand on your left knee to start. Start to twist back towards your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. And then your right hand can follow. If you want to go a little bit deeper, start to twist at the base of your spine. Inhale. Exhale, twist at your mid-back. Inhale, exhale, twist at your upper back. Good, one more inhale. And then we're going to exhale, unwind, bring our right hand behind our right hip. Good. We're going to lift our right knee up, slide our right foot forward. Left foot is in line with our right knee. We're going to do a reverse tabletop. So your hands are behind your back, your feet are flat on the ground. You're going to inhale, lift your hips, knees forward. You can either look forward, up, or back. 5 deep breaths. Now really activate all your leg muscles. Activate your arms here. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower your hips down. Good. We're going to swivel ourselves forward into a tabletop position. Good. And then come into a body fold position. So entering our body fold, again, make this an active stretch, pulling yourself towards the legs, shifting your weight into the front part of your feet. Good. Arms maybe crossed, maybe crossed behind the legs, maybe really trying to get the palms flat on the mat. Take 3 more deep breaths. And then slightly bend the knees, open the arms wide, lift your back nice and long, all the way up to standing, arms reaching overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the arms down by the sides. Palms facing in. Good, make sure that your feet are hip distance apart. We're going to start that cycle over now. So inhale, extend, up, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lifted spine. Exhale, step your right foot back, coming into runner's lunge with your left foot forward. Good, pull your heart through the shoulders. Good, press down through the left sole of your foot, press back through your right heel. Focus in on the sound of the breath, sensation of the air entering your body and leaving your body. One more inhale. And then we're going to exhale, lift the hips so you could slide that left foot back. Decision time. Knees down or knees up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release towards the mat. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Ground into your right foot. Extend your left leg long behind you. Hold here, 3-legged dog, or bend your left leg and send that foot across your back towards the right side of your mat, but keep your shoulders square and breathe here. 5 deep breaths. Really press into those arms, spread those fingers wide, press down through your right heel. Take another inhale, and then exhale, extend the left leg long. Take an inhale, and then exhale, set the foot down. Good. Press your hips back. Let's practice hopping forward. So bend your knees, pull your navel in, take a deep breath in, look forward, exhale, hop 1, maybe hop 2, come to seated. Extend your left leg out to the side. Right foot bends in towards your pelvis. Sit up nice and tall. Start with the side bend. Left hand comes over to your right leg. Inhale your right arm up and side bend towards the left side. It's good to keep your fingers together and thumb in line with your fingers for some nice purpose in your arm. One more inhale, exhale, and then inhale, lengthen the spine up. We're going to slowly bring that right arm down. Slide your right foot forward slightly on the mat. Good. And then we're going to do our best, bend the left foot back. Okay. Maybe connect the right foot with your left leg. Sit up nice and tall. Okay, we're going to bring our right hand behind our right hip, bring our left hand to our right leg. Take a deep breath in, elongate your spine, start to twist at your belly. Inhale, start to twist at your mid-back. Inhale, And then twist at your shoulder space, looking over your right shoulder towards the wall behind you. Take 5 deep breaths. Good. Inhale, start to make your way forward, bringing your left hand behind you. Good. Keep your right hand on your right side. Let's bring your feet forward, knees bent. We're going to be practicing the reverse tabletop. So as you inhale, lift your hips up, knees point forward, extend your arms, pressing down into the ground. You can either look forward, keeping your neck neutral, looking up, or back. Squeeze the glutes. And then exhale, release down. Ooh, good. Okay, so we're going to come back onto our knees into kneeling posture. We're going to be practicing a back bend today. So this is going to be a camel. We're going to be doing half camel, and then we'll do the full camel. So if back bend is, kind of irritates your lower back, I'm going to show you a couple modifications to help you explore a back bend without collapsing the lower back and putting a lot of pressure there. So first we're going to be doing half camels. Half camel is a possibility of bringing one hand to one heel and then extending your opposite arm up. And now when you extend your opposite arm up, I want you to think about reaching for something in the sky at the same proportion that you're extending the crown of your head back. So you're really getting this full stretch up the right side of your body, okay? And then we'll switch. And then we'll try either both hands on the heels or hands could stay at your low back, okay? So let's all come with our hands at our low back. Good. First step, pull your elbows together. You're going to see my chest really going from neutral to open. Okay, now if your hips say, oh, it feels good to press forward slightly, that's okay, as long as your lower back allows for it. Take a deep breath in. Take this step by step, no rushing necessary. Now this is where possibly you're going to slide your left hand down toward your left heel. Or you can keep it at your low back. Reach your right arm up. Look up towards the ceiling. Two more deep breaths. And then go ahead, return your right hand to your low back. And then pull your hips back so the shoulders and hips are stacked. Okay? Good. Slide your hands down your legs. Just take a moment. Noticing what you feel here. Good. It's good to give yourself a moment in between each stretch to just kind of like see how that felt on your body. Get your breath nice and stable. And refocus your mind. And let's try it again. So hands at your lower back. I'm going to take my right hand down to my heel this time. Okay? Pull the elbows together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Decide if that right hand's going to come to your right heel. So I've really kind of bent backward. Crown of the head. Lengthening towards the wall behind me. Now I want to reach up through that left arm. And I'm going to feel this extension stretch up the left side of my body. And I'm really using my neck muscles here. A lot of times we're afraid of these neck muscles or we feel discomfort. It's good. Strengthen your neck so that way you're not always relying on your back of your neck. strengthening this front area. Throat chakra. Breathing in. One more deep breath. And then exhale, bring your left hand to your lower back. Lift your right hand. And you can also sit onto your heels if you need to. Really opened up my throat chakra. Relax, another couple deep breaths before we do the full expression of camel back bending. And then let's start. Okay? So coming back up onto your knees. Tucking your toes if you want. You don't have to. You can keep the feet flat against the ground. Sliding your hands up to your lower back to that hard little plate. Kind of right in the middle. Right above your coccyx. Okay? Open the front side of your body by pulling your elbows together. Good. Take a couple deep breaths. Just let the pressing of the hips naturally happen. And then if you want to try sliding one hand down towards your heel and your other. Good. Lifting your chest towards the sky. Squeezing your glute muscles here. That also protects your low back. And then if you need to, tuck your chin into your chest. That could also feel good on your neck rather than having the head back. One more inhale. And then exhale, slide one hand up to the low back if it isn't, and the other. Pull the shoulders forward as the hips. Good. Oh, we're going to do a toe stretch. So tuck both toes underneath the ball of your foot. We're going to really stretch the ball of your foot here. So I'm just going to come forward slightly. I'm going to make sure my knees are in line with my hips. And then I'm going to sit my heels on, or sit my hips onto my heels. Sit bones directly over the Achilles heel. Good. And then you can slide your hands onto the tops of your thighs. Relax your shoulders. Take 5 deep breaths here. Keep your belly open. We tend to hold here in our belly. Let it really be free. One more deep breath. And then we'll come into a tabletop position and tap the tops of our feet on the mat. Woo. Okay, we're going to come to Warrior One. So we're going to step our right foot forward. Good. Elevate the left knee and then swivel onto the ball of your foot and then set your left heel down. Good. Look forward, reach your right arm forward, left arm forward. Arms come in line with your head, so biceps by your ears. Good. Hips facing towards the front of the room. Right knee is bent in line with your right toes. Press down through the back of the left foot. Good, that left back edge, the pinky toe edge. Extend your arms up, fingers together. Good. 2 more deep breaths. So now we're going to revolve back onto the ball of the back foot, coming into a high lunge. Extending your front leg long as you inhale. Exhale, bend your front knee. Good. Lower yourself down with your arms in line with your shoulders. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, lower down. Move with your breath. We might not be in sync, and that's okay. Good. One more. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, bring your hands down your hips. Bend your back knee, step your foot in about halfway up the mat. We're going to be practicing Warrior 3, single leg balance. So shift your weight to that right leg. Straighten your right leg. Ground down through the right sole of your foot, the heel, the ball of the foot, the toes. Good. Start to let your left leg extend back. Keep your chest open as you lowering your chest down. Point your back toes. Look at something at where the floor meets the wall ahead of you. Good. Now my left hip is rising up. I want to try to bring that left hip in line with my right hip. Now it might be helpful to open your arms out like an airplane, or maybe extend them forward. Pull your navel in, 2 more deep breaths. And then start to come up as you inhale. Exhale, set that left foot down. Good. Take a couple deep breaths. You can close your eyes, feeling the power and the fullness of your Tandasana mountain pose. Good. We're going to repeat that cycle now on the other side. So first, stepping towards the front of your mat, warrior one. Shift your weight into your left leg. Lift your right heel up. Take a deep breath in and then slide that foot down. Toes pointed out at a diagonal. Press down through the pinky side of your right foot. Bend your left knee. Hips facing forward. Take a deep breath in and extend the arms. Biceps by the ears. Good. Nice strong legs here. We're going to inhale. Start to shift our weight forward so we can lift up off the back heel. Swivel onto the ball of our back foot. Extend our front leg. Arms stay lifted. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your left knee. Lower your arms in line with your shoulders. Inhale as you rise. Using some balance and strength. Exhale as you lower. Good. Two more. Breathing in and out through the nose. All right, bring your hands down to your hips. We're going to shift our weight forward so we could step our right foot in about halfway up the mat. Warrior three. So you're going to start to lift your back foot up as you lower your chest forward. Keep that right hip in line with the left hip as you're coming forward. Good. Make sure your left leg is extended. You need to come up, readjust, get your left leg nice and strong, and then come back down. Keep your back long, look forward to help your balance. Maybe extend your arms open or forward. And then start to lift up. Set your right foot down with as much control as possible. And breathe here, a few deep breaths. Tandasana, standing pose. Finding that calm center. Maybe it's up here near the heart. Maybe it's down here near your gut, near your root. Wherever it resides, maybe in your solar plexus, here in the center of your body. Find your calmness. Good. We're going to begin a side stretch. So we're going to bring our feet close together. I'm going to step back. My head might be chopped off right there. Okay, we're going to inhale, lift our arms up overhead. Palms facing in towards each other. Now I'm going to do this with both arms lifted, but you're also more than welcome to keep your left arm down by the left side of your body, okay? We're going to exhale, take our bend over to the left side of the room. Now really extend through that right arm, keep your chest pointed forward, and your right hips can lean out to the right side if you like. We're using our strength here in our core, lifting up through the arms. Good, let's inhale, center. Exhale, slowly take your arms down. Enjoy this transition. Noticing the energy field you're creating around you. And then we'll begin again. Arms extend up. Good, leaning towards the right side this time. Option to bring your right arm down. Press into the right side of your leg. Let your hips lean towards the left. Really grow out through the arms. A lot of times I might see someone's arm come down. Keep it in line with your shoulder as much as possible. One more deep breath. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, extend out and down. Take 2 deep breaths here. Alright. Just taking a scan down from the crown of your head to your shoulders, to your waist, softening the belly, to the legs, knees, ankles, and toes. Good. We got a few minutes left of this first yoga class. Thank you for staying with me and enjoying the movements and the sensations in the body. We're going to do a plank walkout, and then we're going to walk it back. So maybe I'll just demonstrate it once. As you stand here, feet hip distance apart, you'll inhale, extend the arms up. You'll exhale, bow down. We're going to do a halfway lifted spine as we inhale. So halfway lifted spine is extending the spine long, keeping the crown of the head facing forward. And then we'll exhale, bring the hands down, walk our hands forward into a plank walkout. This is where it's going to get a little fun, and this is where I invite you. You don't have to accept, but you'll slide the left hand towards the middle of the mat. You'll open yourself into a side plank. Okay, in your side plank, you're reaching your right arm up. You can also bring your left knee down if you need to. We're going to hold here 5 deep breaths. And then we're going to bring our right hand down to replace the left hand. Now swivel onto the other side of your foot, open towards the left side of the room. Hold for 5 deep breaths. Then we'll come down, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Walk your hands back. Good. Inhale, lift yourself up. And arms down. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, nice deep breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifted spine. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Walk them forward so your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Take a deep breath in. Slide that left hand in the middle of the mat. Good. Inhale, open up towards the left side of the room. Right arm extended up. Good. Breathe here. Really twist that upper back open. One more inhale. Exhale, replace your left hand with your right hand. Good. Switch your feet. Swivel onto the other side. Open the left arm up. 5 deep breaths. Bring your right knee down to the ground if you need a little support. Last inhale. Exhale, lower that left hand down. Take your right hand to the right side of your mat and then walk your hands back. Good. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, arms extend down. All right, we're going to try it again. This time 1 breath, 1 movement. So let's inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, halfway lifted spine. Exhale, hands down, walk forward. Take a deep breath once you arrive in Dandasana, plank pose. Exhale, left hand to center. Inhale, open yourself up. Exhale, down, switch hands. Inhale, open yourself up. Exhale, down. Bring your right hand to the right side, walk your hands back. Good, inhale, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Wonderful. That's something you can do once you've warmed up a little bit through your day. You can practice doing a few of those walkouts, adding the plank twist if you want, or just holding the plank and then walking yourself back. It's a full body warm up, great for your shoulders and your arms. All right, we're gonna do a plank walkout and then we're gonna come into a child's pose. Yeah. So take a deep breath in, and then inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Good. Let's walk your hands forward. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, knees down, slide them open. Good. Bring your big toes to touch. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Extend your arms forward. Now, option, if you want to do something different with your arms, is you can bend your elbows, bring your palms over your head, prayer pose, and then inch those elbows forward a little bit, and you're going to feel a little bit deeper stretch up the sides of your arms, shoulders, and just melt down towards the earth. One more inhale. Start to extend the arms long. Exhale, lift the hips up. We're going to transition to a seated posture, bringing the feet in front of us, knees bent. Good. So we're going to do one more core activation. Amplify the strength in our body, and then release it, dissolve into the mat, into the Shavasana. So you got one more yang, energetic posture, and then you get to go into the receiving, passive relaxation posture of Shavasana. So just hang in there, take your concentration inward for this last minute of work, okay? Of yoga. So you're going to start by bringing your knees hip distance apart. We're going to be practicing Navasana, boat pose. We're going to hold it for 5 deep breaths, then we're going to come out. Then I'm going to add a modification of emptying the boat. So emptying the boat, I'm just going to turn to the side. I think it's okay. A little cramped, but it's okay. And you're going to be, as you hold Navasana, you're going to empty the boat by making your boat longer and longer, keeping your shoulders and your spine long. So I don't want to see any of this. I want to see this. And then releasing, and just releasing and letting go. Transitioning into the Shavasana, straight from boat, okay? So first, we're going to work on regular boat, Navasana. So you bring your hands up the back sides of your thighs. Inhale as you pull the shoulders up towards the ears, and then release them down. Start to lean back, finding the equilibrium posture of boat by lifting the feet up, keeping your chest open. Good. Now you're more than welcome to extend the arms long, maybe the legs long as well. Really engaging your core, your hip flexors. Look past your feet. Embrace the energy and the space that you've created. One more inhale. And then exhale, bend the legs, set the feet down. And just roll over, hang out, head between or close to between the legs. Whew. So for those of you who felt discomfort maybe in your back there, You're always more than welcome to keep the feet on the ground and just practice leaning back and really engaging your core here with your arms extended, okay? Or if you're kind of in the middle there, where you feel like this isn't enough for me, I want to go a little bit deeper, but I can't get my legs off the ground and my arms extended, keep your hands on your legs. Practice pulling your shoulders back, pulling your navel in, and you can keep your hands there, okay? So now we're going to try either practicing normal Navasana boat pose or extending the legs long and the back, opening and emptying the boat, and we transition straight into our Shavasana, okay? So here we go. Let's begin by coming into regular boat. Good. Extending that, holding strong in your core. Now with each exhale, lower yourself a little bit closer to the ground. Look up, and then release down. Oh, just let yourself go. Oh, if there's any little last stretch you feel is necessary, please take this time to move into that stretch, whether maybe it's a supine twist. We did a lot of twists today already, so I just want to enjoy this moment now. Oh. In your Shavasana, you can do a few moments of body scanning, letting your body know, okay, fully relax now. If you find thoughts starting to arise, still try to stay in a peaceful mindset for another few minutes, letting the physical asana of the practice really get into your bones. Really give yourself this moment of relaxation. So if if a thought pops up into the mind, say thank you, and then let it go. Focus on your next breath. Inhale and exhale. You can pause the video if you'd like your Shavasana to go a little bit longer. Otherwise, we're going to start to reawaken. First, by taking a few deep inhales and exhales. And maybe some gentle movements, moving your head side to side. Maybe incorporating some movement into your fingers and your toes. You want to start to open the eyes little by little. You can also bend the knees. And before you come to seated, maybe roll over to one side and just relax there for a couple deep breaths. Gentle transition for the body before you lift it up. Head over hips. And we'll meet there next. Seated, however feels comfortable for you. I just want to thank you for practicing with me this morning. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to message me. I love if you're craving any posture, please let me know. I like to leave these videos without music, so you can put on any music that you may like. And thank you. So bringing your awareness back into your heart for a moment. Gratitude for this practice, gratitude for your effort, and gratitude for this life. Namaste. Aho. Muchas gracias. See you next time.